Check out, this is the best Temu haul I have done. You need to watch this. I have found some really cool deals on Temu. Now, this is going to be different than a lot of your crafting ones because it's a nice variety of different items. And I don't have any techie stuff or anything like that. So this one is very creative, actually. So we're going to go through these. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I have 2 new crafting things I'm going to start. Of course, I have all my journaling things, stickers, and all that stuff I absolutely love. I want to go through all these and I'm going to explain to you. Now, I wanted to show you, so just can have, now please excuse my shadows and everything. I'm doing this very late at night because I just unpacked all of the boxes from bags from Temu and I laid them out. This is going to become my project table in my office. It's not finished yet. I'm waiting for my butcher block to arrive to put the top counters on. So it looks kind of weird right now. So please excuse that. But also I'm going to show you all of these things that I got. So much of this I got free on Temu with doing their little coupons back. And then after I unpacked it all, I went through right away. This came in many different shipments in one bag, but they shipped it separately, kind of like, and I got price adjustments on everything. So out of all this stuff, I made over $20 back in credits for what they call price adjustments. So don't skimp on the price adjustments. You might think, oh, it's only 10 cents for this one and 12 cents for this one. But there were some things I got $2, $3, $4 back on. So don't skimp. Even those 10 cents and 15 cents and 26 cents, they add up. And mine added up today to over $20. So I'm really excited about that. And not all my shipments have come in from these orders, so I'm going to get even more credits back once you can't ask for the credits until you've actually received and opened the box. So let's start with all of this stuff for journaling. That's always my favorite, and please excuse me if my camera, I'm filming on my phone. Please excuse me if it looks, if it gets wobbly a little as I reach for things. So what I do want to do, oh darn it, I wanted to get a nice background on one of these, which I don't have a piece of paper here. Actually, let me just, I'm sorry, please don't leave. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a piece of white paper here that I have, or actually this piece of paper here. Okay, I'll just use this because I just want to show you so you can see a little bit better on the stickers part. So one of my 2 favorite things to get from Temu are stickers and washi tape. But these ones, I'm going to show you, these are so beautiful. So these ones are called DIY. They're handmade. It says flowers. Now these are not stickers. They are, they're just so pretty. And see this little back here? I can even use that in my journaling. How perfect is that, right? So beautiful. So you can even journal, look at that. You can even journal on that and stick that in like a little envelope in your journal. So I do junk journaling, bullet journaling, and creating books, taking books and creating journals. I do all kinds of different journaling techniques, and Bible journaling, scripture journaling. Look how beautiful these flowers are. Now these ones you glue on, you can create tags with them, but they are so pretty. Let's look at some of these. Oh, I like these with the gems. Look at that one. Let me pull that over here. Look at that, how pretty that is. Let's get some focus going on here. So look how beautiful. I just absolutely, look at this heart. Now, so just so you know, some of my favorite things are flowers. So I do a lot of journaling with flowers, hearts, butterflies. So those are like my favorite things. So a lot of people like, more heavy duty stuff or animals or whatever. And I'm just not into all that. So this is what this packet was like. Is that pretty? And I think this was like $1.45 for all of those. It is so perfectly beautiful. All right, so that was that package. Let's pick these up so we can put the next stickers. On the stickers is the only thing I really want this background for, so that you can really see them, especially when we do clear stickers. So these are like little, what do you call them, cutouts, right? Now, these ones are called Colorful Wings. Look how cute that is. Look at that. Oh, how pretty. And again, these are more stickers. Again, this is another thing I will keep and won't throw it away because even this back can be used. So these are birds. I don't usually get birds, but I did want to do some journaling. These were just so pretty. And these are those clear stickers. So they're a little bit harder for me because I don't have nails to peel apart, but it's so worth it to me. So see the birds? Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. Look at this. Look how pretty those are. And they just have different ones. Here's another one there. It looks like they have like 2 of each kind. Sorry, let me pull my camera back further. Yep, there's another one of these guys over there. And what is this one? Oh, there's another pretty one there. It's another one like that. So you see how pretty, oh, look at this pretty green one. That's so cute. There's 2 of those guys. So it looks like 2 of each one of these. Look how pretty. Here's another green one. Oh, these green ones are pretty. There's a green one that's flying with the wings out. They're so nicely done. Here's another pretty one. It's cute. Let's see what this turquoise one looks like. Look how cute they are. So yeah. So that one is super cute. It's going to be tough for me to find a place to throw these at now. So that way, you know what? I'm just going to put them right in this little jar over here. All right. So then the next set was these romantic. It's called Romantic. And these are corner series. And again, why throw that away, right? What a beautiful, beautiful, look how pretty. That hard card stock for your journals. These are the corner pieces. And these, again, these are not stickers. These ones have to be glued on your corners. Oops, sorry. And they choose different kinds. I chose the one with these sunflowers, but they have roses and all kinds that you can choose from. So some of these are good for your corners on your pages, or some can just be used like this one, maybe at this top, center, or somewhere else on it. And I'm trying to use my left hand. These are a little bit hard for me to pick up, I apologize. But look how pretty they are. So there's quite a few of those. These are so pretty. I really, really love these. All right. Then we have, oh boy, we have these beautiful, excuse me, I gotta try to pick them up, butterflies. Are these all my butterflies? Yes, some of these are, look at these, so beautiful. Let me see, pull my camera away a little bit more so you can see them, and I apologize again about the shine and the glitter, the gleam on there. I absolutely love butterflies. Look how pretty. These are like my favorite purples, pinks, blues. These are all like my favorite, so the colors that I get super attracted to when I'm looking at stickers and when I'm journaling. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. And then here's a pink one. And they have these really pretty, see the little pretty flowers on them. Oh, here's a blue one. Another blue one. This is the same purple one. Oh, and look what I found, something that's not, oh, look at that, that's really pretty. I didn't know that would be in there. Here's another little half moon thing. These are so precious. Oh my gosh, I love this one. Look at those. I just love those colors together. Here's another really pretty one. It's hard to see them when they're all, you know, smashed together and the lighting and everything, but these are so, oh, sorry, so pretty. There's another really pretty one there. That's really pretty. So many pretty, oh, here's another pretty half moon. So these are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited to use these in my journaling. Now, where do I put these ones? Hold on, let me just go put them on my desk here. Alrighty, oops. I've got stuff there. Let's go into my paper. All right, then the next ones are flowers. And these are, and you can get these with your credits. You can get them, even when they're selling them, they're only like $4, and then you'll get them on discount and wait for the sales. And I get them for usually $1.45 a pack. And then I'll still get money back. Look at these beautiful pink flowers. Very pretty. Again, you can choose all different colors. I wanted some more pink ones, so I chose the pink ones. You can see all of these, how pretty. They're just so beautiful. All right, so won't keep doing them more and more. Let me put this on a different area of a different desk. All right, oh, that looked nice, didn't it, against that orange? Then, of course, since I love butterflies so much, here we go with some more butterflies. So these ones are more, the other ones we saw, remember, were like the blues and the pinks. These are your more natural colors. So I wanted to get some more monarchy looking butterflies and some of these greens and pale greens and such, and more natural looking. So I have all of those. So precious. Love them. Love, love, love them. And I needed to get this all done. Let's put this on my journal here. Before tomorrow, and that's one of the reasons I apologize about the not having proper lighting, is because I don't want my cats are going to come in here in the middle of the night and start, you know, making a big mess. Now, these are 2 packs, and I don't know how to separate them, so I'm just gonna, another thing that I love is the mushrooms. And I won't, since they're 2 packs, I don't need to bring them all over here. But I got 2 packs by accident, but that's okay. So these are the translucent, so I have some mushrooms with the white background, but these, remember, these are all these translucent stickers. So they're a little bit harder to peel apart. But boy, they're so, you know, they go on so clear, right? That I just absolutely love them. Oh, look at this one. Isn't that cute? So cute. Look at these mushrooms. And then they have, look at this, so pretty. Oh, we have that one already. And then we have the red ones. Let's pick out a red one. See the red ones, like in the red with the little pink in them, and the yellow. And then some really natural looking ones, which are really pretty. And some more ones with the little roots showing. Here's a really pretty one with the underneath, with that underneath piece showing. Here's one that's looks kind of fakey. But most of them look really, it depends, you know. I like this one. That's really pretty. They can be natural and not natural mixed together, I think, for journaling, right? So tons and tons of mushrooms, which I'm going to have to do some fun pages with that. I also use the stickers in scrapbooking and such. So, so just different. Let me put these over here. There we go. All right. The next ones are these. These are old-fashioned or retro vintage stickers, and I wanted to show you, these are so precious too. So look, this is so cute. And I just think it was such a good job because they look so high end, and like, what is this? Oh, here with the little TV. And I mean, they are just really, and the dimensions are really nice. Has really good depth to it. Some tickets, food, different things, wonderful coffee. So just different, and then, oh, I love these little, with just the writing on them. A lot of these beautiful vintage. Here's another one with a pen and paper. Isn't that pretty? It's like, it's called Coffee Shop for this one, I think, if you wanted to look it up. It's just, oh, look at this one. Precious. That, I love that. Oh my gosh. I love that. An old cassette player. And oh, this is also really pretty. Look at that one. A little envelope. So yes, lots of beautiful, again, I think I paid a little over $1, maybe $1.60, $1.80 for these. Plenty, certainly worth it. Put these down. All right, now the last one of those is this little container here. Now these aren't stickers, these are again the cutouts. And this one here, it's this is pretty. I can reuse this box too. These are tags, and they give you the little string there too, which I probably won't use. But look at these cute little butterflies. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are so beautiful. Look at these. Oh my gosh. And they, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Here's more butterflies. Oh, I'm in love. So these are not stickers, so you do have to glue these. And here's tickets. So they all have butterflies on these tickets, it looks like, and flowers. And look, they've already they've already burnt the edges, so you don't have to use your ink on the edges. Isn't that nice? So that saves me some time, right? And look how pretty they are. Oh my gosh, I love these. Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I love these. There's a lot. Look at this postcard one. Isn't that pretty? Here's another really pretty one. Of course, pink. I love pink. And these red roses. They're so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Orange. There's some orange in here. Oh boy. So I can't wait to journal with those. And again, I can use that box, which will be pretty cool to do. Let's toss these down here. I don't think I need the paper again. Well, maybe I do. All right, so now let's go on to paper. I don't usually buy a lot of paper from Temu because I find that sometimes the prices are, you don't get as much for the price. Sometimes you only get like 12 6x6 sheets for the same that you can go to Michael's when they're on sale and buy a whole pad. But if they have things that are different or that I would have to print on my printer, then I will typically buy some from them. So these are 6x6. These are really pretty. This one I was really happy with. I can make bookmarks with these. We can make little pocket journals. I can make, there's so many things you can do with these beautiful 6x6s. You could cut these out and use them as tags and put them on a thicker background. Oh, I love that. Of course, I love butterflies, so this is right up my alley. This is so pretty. The pattern pieces are very pretty. Now, this is not cardstock. It's regular weight paper, a little bit heavier. I would guess it's around a 22. This is so pretty. And they were all, I think they're all different in this package. I can't remember how many came in this package. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. I love this one. Yeah, so there's a lot I can do with it. Oh my gosh. I gotta turn this one around. You gotta see this one. Look how beautiful. Look at that French provincial look. So yes, I am absolutely adore this pack. I'm very pleased with this. I'm glad I bought it. That is perfectly fine. Let me put this away just so, okay. Then I bought, oh, and this is my favorite one, I think. Let me put some of these away and pick up this pack. So this pack here was really shiny on Temu. It came through pretty well as description as it showed on Temu, but not quite as bright, which is fine. But these will make beautiful, like when you fold them in half. Have you ever seen that? And people make little mini journals. This is gorgeous for that. So these are really pretty. You can make things, bookmarks, and sell them. So this one, look how pretty these are. I just adore these kind of hippie-ish, bright colors. Of course, it's all in the shades that I love so much. Very like popping. I love it. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I might get more of these. I could, yes, these are very unique. Oh, so beautiful. Love, love, love those. Okay, super happy with those. That's the first time I saw those. Okay, next is I bought, and this again, this is not usually the colors that I use, but I did want a little bit more, some greens, because I'm doing some St. Patrick's Day journaling, and I knew these would come in time, and some fairy things and stuff like that. So these are gorgeous too. I was very pleased. These are, I'm very pleased with as well. Oh, look how pretty. This one's beautiful. Oh my gosh, there's so much you can do with these. You don't even have to use them just for journaling. You could use them for making a collage, or framing them. Even like this is pretty enough to put in a frame from Dollar Tree and paint the frame and jazz it up a little bit, and then you have a framed print in your house. You can do that with these as well. Oh, so pretty. I love how that yellow just like pops out of the page like that. This is so pretty too. Reminds me of The Hobbit. It's so cute. Love it. So yeah, perfect. Very nice set there. I think, let me see. No, I have one more set of the 6x6 ones. And that's the set here, which I also like. This is more the vintage colors. And I have a lot in this style, so having these come in is good because I can then create like a themed journal with, I have some reds in these same type of like patterns and some blues, dark blues. So I think that would turn out really nice. Yeah, this one's a nice set as well. Not as many though. If you notice, this one didn't have as many. So that's another thing you have to look for to see if it's worth you buying them. So always check that when you're buying online. Okay, so now we don't need the paper anymore. So let me just put that over here. All right, so the other thing I got was the stamp block. So this is the big 6x6 and it has plastic on it. So that's why but this is acrylic stamp bag. I got this for $4.40. And on Amazon, they were like $12. But not only that, when I went back to get my price adjustment on this, I got $2 off. So I bought it for like $2 and something. Now it's not as thick as some of my stamping blocks, but it's still heavy enough that it's going to do the job. All right, so now let's go to our 12x12s. I mean, I didn't get very many of those. So I ordered, sometimes when you get these, they'll come, if you order everything, they'll come and they'll be bent. If that happens, just ask for a refund and they'll refund you your money right away and they won't even ask you to send the paper back. So I chose these sunflowers and flowers here. And these are lightweight. I would say they're 20. They're not even 28. They're the very light ones. But they're nice for journals because then your journals won't be so thick, you know, after you keep working in them, especially if you're using a already made journal. So these are, so yeah. So I like the sunflower. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that one. Yep, it's just up my alley. Butterflies and, oh, this is so pretty. Look how pretty that is. That would make a nice print as well, just to hang on the wall. So these are some pretty ones, not all for journaling, but I'm sure I can figure out things to do with them. And then this one here is what I really was happy about. So I was scared to buy this one. Because again, I get scared that they're gonna come all bent, but it didn't. So these are, I just stand out a little bit further so you can see. These are notes and music with all splattered abstract. I just love these. I don't usually like abstract paintings, but this one is something I can really use in my journaling and other crafting projects. So, oops, excuse me. I really, really like these. I was very pleased with these. And again, these are thin. These are not cardstock. Here's another one. Here's another one, waiting to get to my favorite ones, which I just had a peek of. I didn't look at these before I showed them to you. This one, I just saw it peeking through. I love journaling with, and junk journaling with music paper. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't even have to ink it myself. Well, I ink the edges. But look, they did it like a tea stain already. So it's got that nice, beautiful vintage look. So I really am happy with those. And I like this one as well. This one's nice. Not that much into neutrals, but those are really, really nice. And I love, let me turn this one around. Absolutely, absolutely love this one. So those are for the papers. Now, let's go on to some other things. So the next thing is I got all of these ink pads. So I'm working on, I have, if you see up there, all my ink pads. So I have my Tim Holtz and I have a bunch of other ones that were all gifted to me. So I haven't even tried them to see if they work or not, a lot of them. So, I wanted to try some different ones from Temu, and they have a couple of really good brands. So I wanted to show you these 02 ink ones. These are super, super nice. They're acid free and they wash off very clean on your stamp pads. So I got this autumn leaves color and this rotting wood color just to do more of the distressed look that I'm looking for. The one thing I will tell you is do not buy Tim Holtz products from Temu. You'll get them at a better price on Amazon. They have local sellers that sell Tim Holtz products, but they're very expensive on Temu. Plus you have to pay $2.99 because it'll be a local seller. Everything I bought here was directly from Temu, which means I got all my shipping for free. This was a different brand here that I'm trying, this pure palette here. And these are really what I wanted. So these 3 ones, of course, my favorite colors, like I told you. So I've got the purples, the pinks, and the blues. Now these are really fun because when you take your stamp and you're using this ink, you can have all these colors on the stamp. So it makes it really pretty to get some depth to your stamping. And that's why I got those, because I don't have anything like that. And then this one was called The Colors of Morris. So I'm gonna try that one. And this one is called Star Printing Color Retro Blue. So I'm gonna try this one. This one is sunflower yellow. This one's an oily. So this is oil. I don't know if this, and this one here, I can't really see what it says. And this one is pigment. And then these ones don't say what they are. So this one here, I by accident bought 2 of the same color, and this one here is cracked, so I'll get a refund for that. These were only $1.45 each, so it's like way less than $7. And here's a leaf green. And then this set here are the little mini stamps, and I got this for like $6, so super good price. So those are all my stamp collection that I got in the colors that I like to use. So I'm really excited about that. Then the other thing that I'm going to try is we're going to start doing some resin work. And so I bought these mica powders, and they have all these beautiful, they have different sets. These are like, I think I paid $8 for all of these here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 of them for like, I think $8 it was. But anyway, it was like, and so I chose these natural colors because we're gonna try to do some resin with some wood products. And I got my pinks and different things like, and see how pretty they're really pretty. And you only use a teeny tiny bit, I learned, okay? So now the next thing I wanted to share with you was something that I have never done before. So I'm trying 2 different projects. One is I am going to start doing candle making, and soap making. So we'll kind of mix these up a little bit. So they carry actual organic beeswax. And I already bought some really big containers from Temu of soy and beeswax. These were the smaller ones, containers. But the reason I got these was because they were super on sale. So this is what 1 pound of wax looks like. Beeswax looks like. So these are like half a pound of soy. So this is soy, natural soybean wax. This one I think I bought by mistake because I have a huge bag of it and I think I might have paid too much. This is like only 3 ounces. So maybe it was free. That might have been why, because there's no reason for me to buy such a small bag because you can't hardly even make a candle out of that. Then I bought some molds, which I'm going to really try to use. And I've never done these kind of silicone molds before. This one here, see, it has this really pretty design in the inside. Now, in order to take that off, you need these, and it even gives you really good instructions here. You need these kind of tools. So I bought these little tools to help take the wax and carve or take it off of the silicone. And then I have a Siamese cat website where I also give away free Siamese calendars and have a lot of information. I have a Siamese Facebook page. So these are cat molds. So I'm going to make the candles and sell them to my people who come and visit our cat website. So this is a standing cat with his little butt sticking out. And then these are 2 other cats. It's hard to see what they're going to look like because they're made out of the silicone. And I've never done this before, so I could be a total flop. I bought a bunch of, holds the wicks on your candles. These are wooden wicks. Some people want to have only wooden wicks. And these are wooden wicks as well. And then I think you use these metal things to attach them somehow. I have to learn how to do that. And then I got all my wicks. So here I have tons and tons of these were natural wicks. And these are all different sizes. So I got little ones, medium, and big. Sorry for the shadowing. And then I have more here. These are the sticks that you put on the candle here to hold the wick in place while it's drying. And then these are beeswax wicks. So I have tons. They were such a good price. So I just bought tons and tons of wicks because I know I'm going to need them. I also got these cute little containers that you make let me see if I can open it with one hand. They're just really small, but they're so cute. And you mold your candle right in there. You know how you buy the can and then you burn the candle? So I got this whole set here to make candles and give them as gifts or sell them or whatever. But these can be, how much, I think I paid again, they were like 50 cents each for each, like better than the Dollar Tree. I mean, you can't even find that at the Dollar Tree. So those are let me put these wicks away. Then of course you need some colors. So the only thing I haven't ordered yet, or hasn't been delivered yet, are the scents. So I ordered some natural scents and I'll probably buy some other essential oils, but these are dyes for candles. So this one is oil-based and and you only need a tiny, tiny bit. So they last for a long time. So this is a whole set that I bought. Then I bought all of these bottles here. So you see that? Tons of more colors. And then these are hard ones. Now I don't know how to use those. I'm thinking that you melt them. But I have several bags of these and they were so inexpensive that I just decided I would go ahead and get them. So let me just show you. I bought 3. See a big bag there, these smaller ones, and each color comes in this little, and so this one says sky blue, see that? And it gives you a number. So I guess if you need to reorder. And then some more colors there. So there's a lot of these and I have to learn, like this said, this is a brand new project for me, so I have to learn it all. So then also I bought these molds as well, which I think are going to be much easier for me. These are cylinder candles, and these are going to be so much easier for me to use than those silicone ones. I'm thinking, I hope I didn't screw up with buying those silicone ones, but hopefully maybe with a little practice, I'll be okay. I don't know. So I didn't have anything. I don't want to use my regular pot. So I bought this candle heater melting pot. And then I bought 2 by mistake. But anyway, I think it would be fine because maybe you want to do I want to do 2 different colors. And so this would be fine. So these are smaller. I would say that these, and they come with a little spoon to stir up the wax. One of those pots would fit in a candle around that size. And then this one, of course, for all the bigger ones. And then I got this mold here for soaps. So this is for soaps, which I'll do that in a second. One other thing for crafting. So I always wanted to learn how to paint, and I'm a terrible artist. I do flowers and hearts. I don't even think I can do a butterfly. But this was so cool. This is called a watercolor painting kit. So it comes with this little brush, and I guess you put this in the water. And then what you do, and I don't know, you guys probably have seen them, but I never have. These are the different paintings you can make with it. And then the paint is right here on, see, the paint is right there. So then you're gonna dip in there, and then you're gonna paint I'm trying to do this with one hand, I apologize. See, so then I'm gonna paint that. So I guess I dip my paintbrush in there on these little colors, and then paint on the painting. And then they have several different, so I can learn a little bit about watercolors. I do some, watercolors, but just kind of like design, not anything like this. So I did want to learn that, so I did get that. Now, the other thing for candle making is I got these little silicone, you can use these for all kinds of things, by the way, but these are to help pour the wax, and once you get it colored or whatever, and before it dries. So I have a bunch of these for that, and I think I can use those for the soap as well. Another thing, I got this one for free. This is a stamp, help you with a stamper. So you stick this on the back of this, and then you put this on your pad, your stamping pad. I don't know. So we'll see what that works. I have never used that one before. The other thing that I got was their storage containers at Dollar Tree typically tend to be less expensive than the ones from Temu, unless you get a super good deal or you can't find the right size. So one of the things that's hard to find at Dollar Tree is this size, right? So I bought like 6 of these for like $1.60 or $1.70, but one of them is cracked. I don't know if you can see that. See that crack? So I'll be getting a refund back for this set, which is fine. Then the next thing, let's see, was that everything? Yeah, I think that was everything over here. And now we'll move over to the soap. So the other thing I want to learn how to do is make soaps. So they had goat milk soap base, transparent soap base with olive oil. I got a jojoba oil. I got an olive oil, pure olive oil, and a shea butter. So these, I just think that would be really fun. Now, I've made soap before, but I've always made it with pellets. I haven't made it with these bars. And I don't have it in, but one of the things I ordered was a mold to cut the soaps with. Now, another thing that I did get, let me see if it's going to be shiny with all this lighting in here. I apologize. Let me see if I can, do I have someplace darker to put this against? I don't think so. But anyway, maybe I'll put it on my sewing machine. So yeah, maybe this looks better. So this is these, they sell these now. They come in different prices. And also they'll always say, like, one of the things about Temu is it'll say originally $27, now only $6. And that's never true. These are never going to be $30. You'd never buy it for $37. But anyway, I love these. I use these in my office. I use them to put books to hold instead of because you know how the books always fall down after you take a couple out. This is great to put journals. And I think I have one here that's kind of like that. Yeah. See how I use this for some journals? So that's it. I love it because they just see how they just stand up and then you can have a space in between. So I love these this, I don't know what they call it. Okay, and then the other one was this was sold in a set. Let me see if I can get over here, for a makeup drawer. But I'm using them for my Alex drawers because they fit perfectly in the Alex drawers. And they come in a set of 4 of this beautiful acrylic which I love this because you can just use this to pull it out. Great for washi tape, stickers, if you're working on a project. I like to have a lot of my things covered up, and I'll give you a tour of my craft room and office and how I store things. So I do like things covered all the way. That's why I like those ones there. But these are great for if there's things that I'm using like all the time, especially for pens, pencils, paints, brushes, things like that. This was a gigantic haul from Temu, and a lot of this I got on my credits. A lot of it I got from getting coupons. So if you play this, if I ever have time, I'll play the little game if I'm waiting for the doctor's appointment or something like that. Then they'll say, hey, you know, spin this thing and get $20 off when you order 100, or, you know, you get a $15 credit for something, and I stack those. And so a lot of times, like this was less than $100 for all of this stuff, you know, and that's not even including everything that's still coming. So I still have my molds coming from my soap. Oh, I have my silicone molds coming. I bought a wooden box silicone as well. And I have a little stamping machine. So I have more things coming that I haven't received yet. Oh, and I think some of the scents for the natural essential oils for the candles. So if you have any questions, just ask me below. I'd be happy to answer them. I'm not I don't have an affiliate code or anything like that for Temu. But I just think it's really cool that you can get all this really cool kind of stuff. And if you're interested in trying something new, like I used to make candles when I was a lot younger, and I loved it, but it was really back in the day where everything was really hard to make. And I used to make my own soaps about, I would say 20 years ago. I was making my own soaps, and then I stopped because of moving around, and had a son in baseball. I mean, you know, just on and on. But now that I'm a grandmother, and I mean, I still work full time. I own 3 companies, but this is something I want to learn how to do. And even if I get it all now and don't start for a couple of years, at least I'm stacking up and getting everything that I need to do that. So I'm really excited to share all this with you. And again, if you have any questions, and I'll see you on my next haul. And pretty soon, if you haven't watched my tour, so you know what's taking me so long to show you what the office looks like, all finished. We're almost there. I'm excited to share that with you. I'm just waiting for my butcher block to arrive so that we can finish this project table. And I've already organized everything, so then I can show you how I organize the office / craft room. And let me think if there's anything else. Oh, and I also have 2 videos up already that are talking about how, showing you right after we demolished and as we were putting up the walls and as I was doing the ceiling and adding all my lights in my office. Those 2 videos are up already. And then the next one will be laying down the floor. So you can just see the progress on when you start from scratch. Like this entire office was all the way to the studs. And there was even pieces of subflooring we had to replace. Anyway, so I'm excited to share that with you as well. So see you on the next video.